Watch this.
It ran out, and it was saying, oh my God, never see it, that's fine. And what did it say?
I was trying to make phone calls. I looked up, and I heard an explosion. I saw everybody in the street react first. People were crying, people on the ground, and lying down. And when I looked up, and I saw the huge foam smoke, and the tower just rolling. And it turned into a huge foam smoke, and I see there was smoke in the tower.
Shortly after 9 o'clock, a second plane crashed into the second tower.
Oh my God, I heard a noise coming in incredibly low. And then I was standing there looking out the window, and I knew it was going to crash, and something was going to hit the building. I dove away from the window because I thought the explosion was going to get close. That hit along the window that I'd be shattered with glass flying out. As soon as it hit, I came back, and there was a ball of flame.
The tower and flames.
Then minutes later, President Bush in Sarasota, Florida, called those crashes an apparent terrorist attack and a national tragedy.
Today we had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes that crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. Terrorism against our nation will not stand. May God bless the victims, their families, and America.
Then an aircraft crashes near the Pentagon just outside of Washington, D.C. in Northern Virginia, about an hour after those attacks in New York.
Looking out our 12 windows at 1600 Wilson Boulevard in Ross, Virginia. I watched this like a airplane, 2 engines come down from the south, real low, proceed right on and crash right into the Pentagon.
And shortly after 10 o'clock this morning, one World Trade Center tower in New York collapsed.
And the building on the top, the south building, the top.
Just after 10:30 this morning, the other World Trade Center tower collapsed.
We were standing there looking up at planes coming out of the building and smoke blowing out of the building, and police and FBI everywhere, and suddenly we heard a rumble, and the sky was full of smoke. Everybody, crowds of people running through, shouting out to each other not to fall into the subway entrances.
Just truly amazing because yesterday afternoon we were sitting in the World Trade Plaza Center having lunch, and so now those 2 buildings are completely destroyed.
not stand before you as a wrestler looking for gold. I do not stand before you as a wrestler who wants to seriously hurt someone. I stand before you, however, as a human being. A human being who watched his hometown get attacked. A hometown where his mother works in. And a hometown where he has friends and family in. Now, as well as everyone else, was shocked, hurt, and scared to death when I saw this. For the first time, really, in my life in a while, I was scared. Thankfully, all my family is okay. Thankfully, all my friends are okay. But there's still many out there that are hurt. Many people who have lost everything. Now, granted, people out there, some may not like me, some do. But I think I speak for TWF when I say our hearts and our minds go out to all those people. Amen. So I'll say this much. A, to those people who did that cowardly action, you better hope the FBI finds you before I do. And this event, TWF Over the Top, will be dedicated to all those that are remaining strong, those who aren't giving up, and those who are continuing to fight. We're one nation under God, so let's stand together. So, without further intro, I'd like to introduce my Vice President, Kingpin. Do you have anything I can say to the audience while I hand this mic to somebody?
Just that our nation's hope and was scratched and almost shattered that day, but it will come back and we'll be stronger than we were before.
All right, thank you, Kingpin. Also, we have a new commissioner here. And right over there, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Havoc. People, I'd like to introduce you all to Over the Top and thank you all for coming out. As you know, last event was the event that I won the presidency from Nuke Ultima and retained my ultimate title. I literally have it all. I have in one hand the world title, my other hand the TWF. And it was all part of a master plan, really. Now, I walked to a little kid just coming into the building, and he asked me, big time, why do you not get along with Nuke? Well, it started all the way back in Rebirth. Not too many people remember Rebirth. It was my first matchup. I teamed up with the Running Man to take on Nuke Ultima, then known as Anaconda, and Infinity. And it was my first match, and I gave it my all. I gave it everything I had. And even though I gave it all I had, you people still booed me. But that's not important. At the end of the matchup, Anaconda looked at me, called me a piece of garbage, and then invited the Running Man to join the Faces of Fear. I bounced back from this. I got him back later by being the special guest ref. But after that, and after Anaconda insulted me, I swore revenge. So, I chipped away at his armor bit by bit. First thing I did was I took away his friends. Infinity, you remember him? Yeah, I ended his career, if you remember correctly. Frog splashed him, face got all broke up. You haven't seen him since, have you? So his best friend is gone. He's been gone for what, over 6 months or so? Then he only had one friend left, Running Man. And I sort of got him to join me, didn't I? Betrayed Anaconda, left him a bitter man. Left him so bitter, so not trusting any of his friends, he eventually turned on you people, didn't he? Confused, broken old man. Then finally, I got the coup de grace. He got the belt back from him, dangled it in his little flipping little face. He wanted the belt, but he wasn't going to get the belt, unfortunately. Then I suckered him in. I got him to put the presidency up in the line, and finally I took everything from him. But you know what the easiest part of this whole thing was? The part that I loved best? That would be you people. The easily manipulated fans of TWF. Let me ask you guys a question. Did you ever once hear me say that I liked any of you? That I was standing up for you? No. It was so delightfully easy how quickly it got you all to turn on your beloved Anaconda when he was down at his lowest. When he was down, when he needed somebody, when he needed a friend, you guys turned your back on him. Your boos are just compliments on how great my masterpiece is. And now, we look at Nuke Ultima now, who will never, I don't want you guys to remember this, never get the Ultimate title ever again. And me, I'm riding in cloud nine. High five. But anyway, we have to be moving right along. By the way, Kingpin, how'd you enjoy that night off I gave you last event? Fun. Oh, yeah. Some of you might have been wondering where he was last event. You know, he's been working really hard, you know? I mean, he is the happy. He deserved the night off, so I gave him a night off. Now you're all back and ready to go? Yeah. Okay. I'm really sorry about this, but Ultima, one last thing he did before he left was to throw in a fatal four-way for the Havoc Championship. Yeah. I tried to get you out of this because, you know, you still look tired. I thought you could use an extended vacation.
Oh! You suck.
Girl.
Oh, God.
Well,
Really, man?
you will have to take on Iron Claw.
Yeah.
So that's like a half an opponent right there. Very
Harder.
Yep. You have to take on Falcon. And the Ranger. A fatal four-way elimination. You would beat him, right?
Yeah.
You won't even need my help, right? No. So trust me, I'll stay in the back and he'll let it handle himself. Speaking of Falcon, though.
Back up there, buddy. Contrary to what this idiot is saying, I bet a lot of you are wondering quite a lot that obviously the president's here forgot to say. Now, he can talk about how he with me, he can talk about how he ended my career, he can talk about a beautiful thing. But let's talk about something more important. And that's this. The USA. Now, many of you may hear Big Time here talk about the Running Man. And for any of you who don't know, the Running Man is a Green Beret along with Tough. They will not be here at this event today because they are doing what all the other soldiers on the planet are doing here in America, defending us and defending you, and defending the people who got hurt and the people who are suffering. So they will not be here. And Ranger, what the hell are you talking about? Jeez, Gromit.
My, he let the flag touch the ground. Here, hold this. Anyway, just one last bit of detail. Well, Falcon, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Don't you love the way they won it? I mean, they got their butts kicked, and I guess one of the champions had a spaz attack and left the TWF. So they got the belts in the fall. Well, one half of them, Loki, is not here today. He's not here for work. Can you believe this? Now, normally I'd strip him of the belt.
They'll be fine.
But not to worry, not to worry. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have Falcon face Misery, one-on-one. And depending if he wins or not, it will decide whether or not Eclipse will get the tag belts instead of the Fallen Angels. So don't worry, guys. So don't worry. This whole thing will be under my control. Now, that's the world champ, ultimate champ right here, president, officially now the biggest deal in wrestling. It's exactly what I am, the biggest deal. I am the best wrestler. Do you agree with that? Oh yes, that's right. But don't worry, to show you guys that I'm a good person, I'm giving every wrestler here in TWF a raise. Sweet. Well, the good wrestlers. Which includes me, of course. I get 2 raises. You got Kingpin, who gets a raise when he's with a cute girl. You get the raise. And of course, Havoc. And tell you what, I'll give Core a raise, too. I'll pay him double